Hi. So I'm outside, sitting outside after I've had a shower and getting sunshine on my face. I just wanted to say that I'm not sure how this happened to me, but I am in a total crisis setback. I've had hundreds of symptoms come back in the last 2 weeks, from burning, buzzing, vertigo, weakness, brain fog, severe fatigue, pain all over, suffering on every level, just 24/7, to the point of, being bedbound again, calling my husband, constantly saying, help me, not being able to function or do much of anything. And so I'm just going to be taking a break from giving any advice or doing anything. I'm focusing on getting better. But I will share what I think led to this so that it doesn't happen to you. And if I make any headways on recovery, I will share that as well. So what I think led to this, I don't even think I can call it a setback, but total crash, is through the Christmas season I was been doing much better. I did all the shopping, I did the whole event, I did everything wonderfully. I was burning the candle at both ends. I was really pushing myself, and I felt myself getting tired, and that was the first signal that I didn't listen to. This sort of fatigue that was present, and I could feel myself getting tired, but I ignored it and pushed through, as most of us with chronic fatigue do, or any other syndrome. So that was my first warning signal, that I hope if that happens to you and you're feeling much better and you push it a little, and your body goes into complete fatigue, or you're feeling really fatigued, that you listen to your body and that you slow down, pull back, give it rest. I didn't, and I think what resulted is me catching a cold. I didn't do enough of my herbal remedies up front. I just thought it would pass, and it turned into bronchitis, which turned into sinusitis, which then turned into pneumonia. I resisted the antibiotic, of course. Then I pumped it really hard with herbals. It was too late at that point. I was sick for 2 months with this progressively worsening virus, which was taxing my body, and laid me out on the couch for nearly 2 months, just lying there, unable to do much of anything but to succumb to this, pneumonia. So by the time my lungs were filled with fluid and the doctor said, you have got to take the antibiotics now because things weren't improving, I did that. And the 10-day course of antibiotics, I think, in my mind right now, is the sole reason for my major crash. I should have listened to my gut. I should have listened to myself. I never should have taken it. I knew that already. I have already sworn off all medicines, but I really thought in this situation that antibiotics save lives, and it was getting to that point with the pneumonia, so I took it. But that, on top of already all the fatigue that the pneumonia gave to my body, and the busy Christmas season before that, and then in the middle of it, I really did not want to believe that this setback was real, and so I pushed myself even further, walking further. I created the Challenge Yourself, program. I've been doing a lot of pushing myself physically and getting up even though I can't, and mustering through it. And I think that's a mistake. I do think we do need to challenge ourselves in chronic illness, and had it been before, where the symptoms were milder, and when you're making progress, I think that's a wonderful thing to do when you're feeling stuck and unable. But when you're in a total setback or in a Herxheimer reaction, crashes, you really do need to rest. And so my current plan at this moment is that I'm doing GAPS, intro diet, broths, juices, meat. Basically, I'm going very, 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 very slow on the probiotics, which could be causing me histamine flares. And I'm going to be slowing my walk and doing more sitting outside, getting the sunlight, still kind of maybe bouncing on an exercise ball and to get my lymph moving instead of super duper long walks, resting, and a lot of enemas to try to open up the detox systems, because I don't know if this is a Herx die-off from the antibiotic, or I don't know if it's a nervous system crash. I haven't quite figured out what the root of all this is, what's going on, but I want to be doing lots of, I'm not doing coffee enemas, and I'm even going to probably stop the sea salt and baking soda enemas and just do plain distilled boiling water enemas. Well, not obviously, the water's cooled down when you do it. Just to keep my bowels open, I'll probably be doing about 4 a day along with GAPS. I have taken lots of charcoal to try to bind up whatever's in there. Of course, nothing seems to be working. I will persist with this, but I just wanted to let you know that this is definitely not part of my story that I planned on. I really didn't foresee, you know, a lot of times you make 2 steps forward, it feels like you're going 2 steps back, but it's really sort of a similar pattern that you're in, and you don't revert, 10 steps back or all the way back. And, you know, much like a game of snakes and ladders, I felt like I was nearing the top, and I've gone down one of the snakes that take you all the way back, literally almost to the bottom of the board. So I'm hoping this is temporary. I'm hoping that I can do gentle detox, just opening up my pathways of elimination with gentle enemas and lots of water. I'm not going to be doing anything that drives detox, any more detox, because I'm just trying to flush out what I have, and I'm going to be resting. I'm stopping all supplements and all protocols for the time being, because it just might be taxing on my central nervous system, and just getting it through food. And that is exactly what's happening with me right now. It's a sad day emotionally. It's very, very sad. It's disheartening. It feels hopeless. And, you know, I've been pretty good at hiding this illness from my family and my children, but coming back so far, and they're older now, I don't know how I'm going to be able to push through, hide it, put on a brave face, and continue, but I must for my children. I love my kids more than anything. I must believe and have faith, and just like you, hold on. Sometimes you just need to hold on and know that better days are ahead. I've seen them. I know they exist, and so I'm hoping I will also be able to climb that rung. I hope it's not one stair at a time for years, but all I can do at this point is take one day at a time. Be kind to myself, be gentle with myself, and do what I know that I can. If anything does work, or I do make some progress, or I do figure anything else out that aren't on these videos that I've already figured out in the past, I will let you know. And I'll probably be going back and watching all my videos of what really worked and what really helped me the most, and see if I can repeat that. So I wish you luck on your journey. If I am having a relatively decent day anywhere here and there, I can pop back on and share anything that's working. I will do that. And don't give up. Don't give up. Healing is possible. I know it's possible. Crashes and setbacks, major crashes, major setbacks. You know, I never thought I'd be in a position where I took an antibiotic again. Never, ever. So the anger and the guilt and the shame that comes along with possibly causing this setback, but being in a position where I felt like I had no other choice after exhausting all my natural routes, and my lungs just weren't clearing. So I don't know. If I could go back now, I wouldn't have taken the antibiotic. I would have pushed on longer. Maybe I would have still arrived at this setback from the virus alone. Maybe the virus alone did cause me the setback. I really can't say. But all I can say is I'm here, and I'm doing my best. And if you are in this situation, love yourself. Just love yourself. It's the best thing that you can do, and hold on to hope, and never give up.